Hello, welcome to Bartonella Babes headquarters, aka my mom's bed. It's where all the magic happens. No, get your mind out of the gutter. I mean eating and watching TV. That's why I have this green towel right here, because I'm a grub mite and I eat pretty much all of my meals here. If my future husband is watching, don't listen to the fact that I just said I was a grub mite. Just block that out. Let's chat. I wanted to talk to you today because over the past couple of days, I've been having quite a large amount of pain, mostly in my feet and my hands, but also all the way up my arm and down like this, and then into right here in my hand. And I couldn't figure out why it came on all of a sudden. And so when something changes, like I become more or less reactive, or I get into more or less pain, my mom and I have to do a lot of sleuthing and try to figure out what's doing what. The best explanation I had for this increased pain was, well, let me get my prop, xylitol fruit gum, not sponsored. My newest GI doctor wanted me to chew this for 5 to 10 minutes after each meal to produce saliva and just kind of continually tell the body to keep it moving. We want to keep from this end to that end like a one-way street. So I chewed one piece for 5 minutes and it went fine, but then I took a nap and afterwards I felt sort of refluxy and like I had more pain, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm reacting to the gum. And what normally happens when I react to something and I take the offender away, then I fairly quickly come back down to my baseline. So that should have just taken a few hours to come back down to baseline. I woke up the following day in even more pain. The next day, which is today, I woke up in the same amount of pain, and I was just saying this to my mom, like, something's not right. It's not the gum. But then something clicked. My newest and best, and I honestly think correct hypothesis is, so this past Friday would have been 4 weeks from my first and only exosome infusion. And I was supposed to get my next one this past Thursday, but it had to be postponed. And anecdotally, from people who get exosomes infusions, they have a fairly potent anti-inflammatory effect. I've read in a doctor's blog that he has to tell his patients to not overdo it after they get the exosomes infusions because they might be feeling so great. And then when that anti-inflammatory effect wears off, then you're kind of left worse than when you started. I sort of think a similar phenomenon has happened to me. So the good news is that I feel quite confident that the exosomes were the reason why I was having less pain, just as significantly, if not more. I was able to decrease my daily Benadryl. I should not be leaning like this, it's a hard app. I was able to decrease my daily Benadryl from 150 milligrams to 75 milligrams a day, and I was able to decrease my HIST DAO, so diamine oxidase, from 5 or 6 a day to 1 to 2 per day, and those suckers are expensive. Right before I did the exosomes, I had treated for SIBO, and I thought that maybe that was why I had less reactivity in my stomach, and therefore why I had less pain, but this coincided at the same time with exosomes. So it's pretty much impossible to disentangle what was doing what. But now with this relapse of my pain, I really think the exosomes had a big role to play. It was very annoying that my exosomes treatment was postponed by almost a week. But on the flip side of that, if it had not been postponed and then I never experienced this sort of relapse in my pain and reactivity, I never would have been able to disentangle whether that 3 to 4 week decrease in pain and reactivity was due to the SIBO or due to the exosomes. And now I know that it could be due to both, but exosomes is definitely part of that good picture. So right now I'm in a little less pain than I woke up because we are going back to my original Benadryl schedule of about once every 3 hours while I'm awake. This morning, when I woke up, just my hands hurt really, really bad from here to here. If they're at rest, my pain can be like a 1. But if I go to drink my glass with this hand, I might get like throbbing pain in these muscles right here, and it'll be like 8, and then it'll go away, and 8 pain, and then it'll go away. And then, as I said, it's all the way up my arm, and I couldn't figure out like, what the hell did I do with my arm? And at first I thought it was because I did this dance move for my mom. I was like going like this. And I was like, that shouldn't, just doing that once should not have hurt my arm. But I figured out it's because I have this water jug right here that I keep next to my mom's bed. What I've been doing is I'll be facing this way watching TV, and I'll reach across with my dominant hand and pick it up. I'm not going to do it because I'll hurt my arm. And then pouring into this glass, and that's why it hurts all the way here. So if I just rest it a lot for 2 days, it should just go back to normal. And then right now I have 2 glasses of water so that my mom has to pour my water half as many times. So anyway, I thought I would just show you what my daily life is like. So I'll give you a tour of my crib. Do you guys remember that show? So I already showed you the towel and my glasses, and now I'll show you my 2 different kinds of bed desks. One of my favorite ways to sit in bed is to sit cross-legged, but recently I've been getting pain on the sides of my feet. Oh no, I'm showing you my feet. Feet are gross. But on the sides of my feet, like where my foot is laying down on the bed, and there's pressure. So sometimes I have to sit like this with my legs outstretched. I'm also really, really inflexible, so I actually can't straighten my legs completely. That's not due to Bartonella, that's just due to genetics. Actually, it's my mom's fault. When I can sit like this, I use this, it's called a lap desk, also not sponsored. And you can like pull this handy dandy thing out and then attach it to these buttons, and then it's on more of an incline. Fancy. And sometimes I can put this on my lap, but recently that's just too much pressure on my lap, so that hurts. But I also like to watch on my laptop right here, but if I can't be folding my legs, I want my legs outstretched, and I can't put the laptop on my lap, then I can put it like to the side, but then turning my neck hurts my neck. So we got this thing. It's so cute. It's called a Cozy Homa. Also, guess what? Not sponsored. Well, why does it, oh yeah, doesn't it lift up?
Yeah.
Which part? Oh God. Why does it lift, oh.
Because you got.
What's the point of it lifting up? Oh, because there's the thingy.
There's the thingy.
First of all, and there's this like, oh, it's not in there. Okay, there's a little drawer over here. And in the drawer, you can put this little thing. You can put it in the notches right here, and then you can put like your book or iPad or whatever. That's how I spend most of my time. So now I'm going to take you to my beauty studio. So this is my beauty studio. If you think that this is an excessive amount of, oh, it's a touch mirror. If you think that this is an excessive amount of makeup, if I continue to be sick for another year or 2, just imagine what it will be like then. But how we keep me comfortable here is I'm sitting on this blanket, which I think is blue and my mom thinks is green, and we fight about it all the time, so I call it the Bleen blankie. And it helps protect my thighs and ass, which obviously is called my FAS. We are working on getting something a little bit bigger and rounder and shorter. So not only can I sit on it like a chair, but I can also sit on it with my legs crossed. We have like this memory foam that's really comfortable. We're gonna double it up and then I'm gonna sit on it. So that's how we keep me comfortable here. Hopefully it's not too echoey in here. As you can tell, we're in a bathroom. When I'm washing my face and brushing my teeth, I'll go right here to the sink, and then I will, this is usually on the floor, so I'll pick it up off the floor and put it on top of the toilet, and I'll sit here, and that's where I will brush my teeth and wash my face. Mostly I can shower on my own. So we bought this very suction cuppy mat that I stand on so that the bottom of the tub isn't so painful on my feet. And we got I'm sure you've seen these before. Guess what? Not sponsored. This squatty potty to help with those BMs. And I got this speaker because, as you may know, Bartonella is a very lonely illness, and Pipey, you knew I was talking about loneliness. She has a very high EQ. Bartonella can be a very lonely illness, and I used to, and sometimes still do, get lonely in the shower. So I got this so I can play my music in the shower. When my pain is really bad, like it is right now, my mom washes my hair for me, so we fill the tub, and she washes my hair. And so she did that last night. I think if I rest my arm, for the next couple days, I'll be able to take a shower and do it myself then. Okay, also another position in which I sit sometimes in bed is like this, with my feet hanging off the edge so that there's no pressure on them. Another trick is I lay on my stomach with my feet hanging off the edge of the bed. Oh, and I wanted to show you my t-shirt. I did this bungee jump in New Zealand, and I'll put in a clip of me doing it, and it was 134 meters, which I believe is 440 feet. So I'll put that in now. Back to business. When I go to bed, I often have more pain. I actually don't think Piper! You're a good bub. So I actually don't think I have more pain when I'm going to bed, but it's that I'm not distracted by anything, and then I'm just laying here in silence, and I'm like, oh, like that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. If I have pain anywhere from the waist below, my mom will put this heating pad in my pants. It has a pillowcase around it, and we put it on low so that I don't burn myself. And then if I have any pain from the waist up, she'll put the other heating pad up the back of my shirt. So I'll show you what that looks like. Hi. Okay, so this is my, I'm not gonna do my right arm because it hurts. This is my top heating pad, and this is my bottom heating pad, and I have cords hanging out of my body. I am a cyborg, do not unplug me. And this is how I fall asleep. I feel a little nauseous from laying down. I'll recover. So those are just a few of the ways that my mom and I have jerry-rigged our house. I'm going to take this out and put it on my right hand because it's throbbing. And then you sandwich the hand. Hand sandwich! If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, my pitch to you is to join our Facebook support group on Facebook, which is called Breaking Down Bartonella. And I also have my Exosomes Experiences support group on Facebook. And those links will be in the video description box below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that, because whenever I get a notification that someone else subscribed, it makes my day. And don't you want to make a sick person's day? Thanks for watching. Bye, Bartonella buddies.